What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm making prison style burrito bowl like when I was incarcerated. We got to get creative when we're in there. So check this out. It's gonna be my base, obviously, my meat, 93.7 ground beef. All right, got Spanish rice in there already in the bag, ready to go. This is the brand that I'm using, so I'm gonna simplify it. I'm shredded cheese from Trader Joe's. Already got that pre-measured. These are my tortillas from the tortilla factory. You know, very, very macro friendly. 50 calories, 5 grams of protein. We'll make this work. Fire yogurt, man. 90 calories a serving, 18 grams of protein. So, and then I got green onion, cilantro cut up. Got some diced onion that's going in there. There's the cheese, salsa. I'm a doctor's bad boy up. Oh, instead of the beans, I'm gonna use corn because I don't have beans. So we're gonna alter it a little bit. And also I'm gonna top it off with jalapenos, man, and really get it popping. All right, so while we're in prison, we had to get creative. I didn't have a calculator. I didn't have a macro tracking device, nothing. So kind of had to portion everything out what I was gonna eat in my burrito bowl. You know, just kind of keep track of how much I'm putting in so I know exactly how I'm gonna eat it. So what I would do, I don't eat it in one shot. Usually I split in 3 meals. I cut it 3 ways. And that way I make it last like at least for 2 days because we're gonna have a refrigerator in there. It's not gonna go bad in 2 days. So usually the day of that I eat it, I eat a third of it, then I eat the 2/3 the next day. And all this is what was done in the microwave, you guys. There's no stove in there, no nothing. All made in the microwave. We had cans on the commissary, roast beef. Drain them, drain out all the fat out of them, wash them through cold water, and then we would nuke them in the microwave and season them up the way we wanted to season them up. So I'm just browning the meat right now, getting it ready. Turn the temperature up a little higher. Honestly, my favorite thing that I used to eat in prison was either burrito bowl or pasta dishes. We used to also make pasta in there as well. That was really good because it's filling, because you could break it up into meals. And again, everything was measured, you know, kind of eyeballed and measured, so you kind of guesstimated. And I was able to lose. I walked in the gates around 240 or so. I left the gates at 190. I was able to lose 50 pounds in there. All I did was I made sure I always had protein, that I ate a high protein. So my favorite protein sources that I bought off the commissary in prison were always a can of roast beef and tuna. Those are the main things that I bought. That was my go-to in there always. That's kind of what I thrived on. That was always my protein sources. We didn't have a lot of options. They had salmon and oysters, but I went with the tuna and the roast beef. And then when I can, I would buy chicken off the people in the kitchen. You know, we would trade stamps, or we don't have money in there, so we would trade something in order to get the meat. Cooks would sneak the chicken out of there. So we got creative, you know. I'm just waiting for my meat to get done, and then I'm gonna start laying the burrito. Already got my rice ready. I'm gonna do a serving and a half of cheese.
Did you have cheese in prison?
Actually, we did. We had cheese in prison, mozzarella, like these. They came like blocks, and we would have homemade shredders in there to shred the cheese. You know, guys were very resourceful. They'd even have little blades in order like to cut certain meats out of like metal. Out of the metal shop, guys would make blades. The guards kind of knew about it. They left us alone because it's a level 1. It wasn't super violent, so they weren't warning us about like using it as a weapon. But yeah, it was really resourceful in there, and everything was cooked out of a microwave. We made it work, you know? Like again, if I lost 50 pounds while I was incarcerated in prison, you have zero excuses to do it out here with all the resources at hand, all the tracking apps, food scale, stove, microwave, air fryers. Got 2 different air fryers here. Come on. You guys just got full of excuses. I even had a chef in there. Like, he was better than me at cooking, so he knew how to make like a cold pasta dish that was fire with noodles. He would use like clams, salmon, tuna. That was like his concoction. Parmesan cheese, this whole Parmesan cheese, olive oil. So it's like a cold. And then he would put the fish in there, and let me tell you, I would have ate that out here. That's how good it was. Oh yeah, let me tell you guys about the spread that we were doing there. So check this out. I learned this from the, I would do this mainly with my pies and Mexican homies in there, where they would get, basically a spread is you get, I don't know, anywhere from 5 to 10 dudes, depending on how many dudes you get together. And everybody brings something to the table. And a lot of times it was tacos. So we usually have somebody work in the garden, would get us our cilantro, which I got here, but obviously I got it from the store. We get a guy either to get us an onion from the kitchen, and then I would either contribute, like the beans that they sold in there were in bags. They're like dehydrated, you just add hot water, you cook them. But we would cook them a certain way. I would nuke them with olive oil dry, and then I put hot water, give it a certain texture, and I would chop up onion. So that would be my part. I'd add to the spread, I would do my part. And then the roast, somebody would add the cans of roast beef. So everybody's always contributing. So it'd be like 5 or 10 dudes. And let me tell you guys something. Oh, and then we have people in the garden also bring us tomatoes. These fucking tacos, I would, from in there, I would eat them out here. That's how good they were. We were very resourceful, all out of a microwave. All right, got my tortillas warm, nice and warm. Let me get this rice a little warmer. Check this out, you guys, this little bowl that I got right here. So I have one, a Tupperware bowl, maybe a little bit bigger than this, but it fit my hand. It's probably a little more square. And that's what I would use to measure my food. So that would be a meal. So like say I made any kind of like, I don't know, roast beef or rice dish or some sort, and I made a big meal, put it in my Tupperware, I would put it in here, and that would be my serving. That's how I kind of eyeball things. And I know exactly how many calories, because I know how many cans of roast beef would be in there. I know how much rice would go in there and what other stuff I put. So I know exactly how many calories are in there. Because I studied to be a fitness trainer in there. I got certified, so I knew how to count calories. So I knew exactly how many calories were going in here, in my little bowl. So that would be my little trick and then my little hack, a little bowl. So remember that, there's always a way to figure things out. All right, you guys, meat's all done, ready to go. Now I'm gonna start layering my bowl. All right. It's the first time I've done this, man. This is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna start rice at the bottom. Do like half the bag. Spread it out. And I'm gonna do some meat. Do a little bit of green onion. Do a little bit of cilantro. A couple jalapenos. All right. I'm gonna add a little bit of corn. Go at about 100 grams measured out. All right, now here's the second layer right here. Push it down a little bit. Add my rice. Spread it out.
Dang.
My second layer of meat.
That's all one serving?
Not one serving, I told you I break it up. I cut it like into 3 pieces. So this is like prison meal prep, man. I'd have it ready. I would eat the day of. I cut in a third, you know, do the best that I can eyeball, and then have that, and then have the other 2/3 the next day. So I have some food for the next day. So now I'm gonna layer my cheese. And again, you can throw it back in the microwave, melt the cheese, reheat it. Spread it out evenly. It's about 1.5 servings. It's all protein in this cheese too. It's very macro-friendly cheese. Now, let's top it off with the rest of the green onions, cilantro. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next one.